Race of Champions Dirt Sportsman Modified Tour time trials next up on the schedule. 24 sportsmen have signed in tonight. They will do group time trials. Some of the cars you see out there, the 21 is Tyler Pachalski. The 11, Joey Mastroianni. The number 9 is Tom Rachow Jr. Number 8S, Justin Sharp. Number 7, former Thunderstock champ here this weekend, that's Cody McPherson. 27 is Ray Bliss. And the 12A, Jeff Armstrong. Those are, and the 53 of Darryl Fairway as well. They will be your drivers for time trial group number 1. First time laps come across the speedway. They will get 2 laps on the clock. So far, it is the 11 of Joey Mastroianni, quickest at 17 at 3:32. Checkered flag coming out this time by. Tyler Pachalski up to second now, 17:404, but it's still Mastroianni with the quickest time. Now Justin Sharp to the top of the clock. He is 17:304. So Justin Sharp quickest in time trial group number 1. Second, Joey Mastroianni. Third is Jeff Armstrong. Fourth, Tyler Pachalski. And fifth, Cody McPherson. So Justin Sharp, 17:304, the quickest of the Dirt Sportsman time trials so far. We will have 3 groups of them coming out. So just like the late models and the sprint cars, the Dirt Sportsmen will be in their heat race groupings. So the cars you'll see out here in group number 2 include the 119 of Chris Waters, number 20 Jay Mallory, 04X of Zach Sam, the 54 Mark Chitty, 5S of Kevin Sharp, 15 Adam Leslie, 19 of Charlie Lynch, and the 72 that is Gord McIntosh. And you see that number 20 car rolling down the front straightaway. That's your most recent Sportsman Division winner here. Jay Mallory got the win in June last year. The Mongrel, also a 2016 Wall of Fame inductee here at Ohsweken Speedway. The winningest driver in Ohsweken Speedway history is Jay Mallory. Green flag out on time trial group number 2. Gord McIntosh, the first car across the line. So far, nobody able to get up to the level of Justin Sharp, but now Mark Chitty does it. 17:264 for Chitty. And now the 04X of Zach Sam also up into the top 3. Zach Sam 17:273, second quick. Mark Chitty at a 17:264. Mark Chitty now on the top of the time charts. Then the 04X of Zach Sam. 8S Justin Sharp down to 3rd, then Jay Mallory 4th, Joey Mastroianni in the top 5. Time trial group number 3 includes the number 4 of Greg Martin, 17C Jordan Costco, 27 junior will be Ray Bliss Jr., 83 Ross Vleck, 97 Dan Ferguson, number 1 of Andrew Smith, the 174 Chris Storm, and the 12 of Chad Chevalier. So green flag about to come out on time trial group number 3. Greg Martin in the number 4 car will be the first car to take time here. He heads down the back straightaway on lap number 1, looking to do better than Mark Chitty, as Chitty ran a 17.264 earlier on. Martin not as quick, 17.287. And so far, nobody able to knock Mark Chitty off the top of the charts in Sportsman time trials. Martin will come across at a 17.325, so he will remain 3rd quick overall. First in this group, though. So Greg Martin, the number 4 quickest in this group, 3rd overall, 17.287. So quick time tonight for the Dirt Sportsman. Mark Chitty, number 54, at a 17.264. Corner number 3, they rolled to the track momentarily. Starting on the pole from Port Colborne, the Blue Moon Potatoes number 8S will be Justin Sharp. Starting 2nd from Welland, the Seaway Mall number 11, Joey Mastroianni. Starting 3rd from Port Colborne, the Mid-City Cool Carts number 12A, that's Jeff Armstrong. Starting 4th from Port Colborne, the Tender Cuts 21P, Tyler Pachalski. Starting 5th from St. Catharines, the St. Louis Bar and Grill number 7 is Cody McPherson. Starting 6th from Warsaw, New York, the number 27 Z, we'll say Z for him since he's from the other side of the border. That's Ray Bliss Sr. in the Bliss Logging Machine. The 9R is Tom Ricau Jr. and the 53 Darryl Fairway from Hamilton. So we have 8 cars, 24 in total signed in for the ROC Dirt Sportsman Modifieds tonight. Here we go, green flag out on heat race number 1, 8 laps will be the distance.
Sharp and Mastroianni lead them down into corners 1 and 2. Sharp grabs the early lead in the 8S. Here comes Mastroianni, though, in the 11 car. So they go down the back stretch and into corner number 3.
Keep an eye on McPherson, that number 7 car, a former Thunderstock champ here at Oshweekon, and very tough wherever he goes in that Sportsman Modified. But right now he's stuck behind 4 other cars. Sharp leading the way in the 8S. Here comes Mastroianni to the inside.
Mastroianni hot off his first career Sportsman win about a month ago now in car number 11 as he works it down off the inside of corner number 4. He tries to get a run on Sharp down into corner number 1. Armstrong in the mix as well in car number 12.
So 3 Niagara area drivers at the front of this one. Justin Sharp leading Mastroianni and the 12A of Armstrong. And right now Sharp doing a good job, but here comes Mastroianni again to the inside in corner 4.
Sharp's leaving that inside lane open. That door is wide open, but so far Mastroianni not able to step through. He'll take another stab at it down the backstretch and going into 3. Sharp, though, is your leader over Mastroianni, and then it's Armstrong in a battle for 4th, Tommy.
Yeah, that battle for 4th between Pachalski and McPherson is hot and heavy back there, but both of them are losing ground to the top 3. Still Sharp leading the way at the halfway signal, 4 laps in and 4 to go. As Sharp now goes to the top side in 3 and 4. Again, Mastroianni to the inside.
Just giving him every opportunity there's been so far. Justin Sharp leading the way with Mastroianni in 2nd. 3rd right now is Armstrong. 4th is McPherson. 5th now is the 21P of Pachalski. Then it's Ricau. And then Fairway and Bliss Sr.
Coming to the 2 to go signal this time by Justin Sharp in the Blue Moon Potatoes number 8S. Still leads the way, but Mastroianni rides through the rough stuff to get a run to the inside in turns 1 and 2. Still cannot get further than just to the inside corner of the 8S.
White flag goes up in the air for Justin Sharp and the Blue Moon Potatoes, number 8S, as he leads them into corner number 1 for the final time. Mastriani right there. Now Mastriani beginning to feel the heat from Armstrong in the 12 as they go into 3 the final time around.
Justin Sharp heads out of corner 4, and he will get the win, and he raced number 1 for the ROC Dirt Sportsman. Second will be Mastriani, third is Armstrong, fourth McPherson, fifth to Pachalski, sixth to Rakow, seventh is Fairway, and eighth will be the 27 of Bliss. He raced number 2 for the Dirt Sportsman heading to the track, starting on the pole. Fast timer here tonight from Colden, New York, the CRT 54, Mark Chitty. Starting second from Lockport, New York, the Samco Designs 04X, Zach Sam. Starting third in Ohsweken Speedway, Wall of Fame inductee this year from St. Catharines, the Rescue Dodge Match. Number 20, the Mongrel, Jay Mallory. Starting fourth from St. Catharines, the Quick Lane, number 19 is Charlie Lynch. Starting fifth from Springville, the number 119, Chris Waters. Starting sixth from Port Colborne, the Lucas Oil, number 15 is Adam Leslie. Starting seventh from Port Colborne, the Digital Detail 5S, Kevin Sharp. And starting eighth from Smithville, the Advantage Trailer, number 72 of Gord McIntosh. So again, 8 laps will be the distance. Quick timer Mark Chitty is on the pole of this one, but keep an eye on Jay Mallory, the number 20. Most recent Sportsman winner here at Ohsweken Speedway, also the all-time winningest feature driver here at Ohsweken Speedway is that number 20 of Mallory.
Well, the Sportsman guy's excited to get back here. Been waiting all year to get back to the Big O. Bring him off here off of turn number 4. Chitty gets the loud one down, and away we go. Mallory going to try and make a move to the inside, already into turn 1.
Down they go into corner number 1 with Chitty pulling away to the early advantage. The Mongrel, Jay Mallory, jumps into the second spot with Sam back there in third. They're side by side. Lynch on the bottom going into 3 and 4.
Lynch trying to work underneath Adam Leslie. Adam's first race back this week after breaking his foot in a go-kart over at Nick Kupolo's backyard track, 1061. Back behind the wheel here, but the man up front who's back is Mallory. Trying to work the outside. Last time we saw him, he was going into the Wall of Fame.
Yeah, Mark Chitty leading the way, and he's got that Wall of Famer, like you said, Clint, right behind him in his tire track. The Mongrel. He's got a ton of wins here at Ohsweken Speedway. Gets a little high there in corner 2, and Chitty lengthens the advantage.
Chitty with about a 5-car length lead up front over Mallory. Sam, then Lynch working to the inside here, looking for the line down on the bottom. Charlie Lynch in that quick lane 19.
So it's Chitty, your leader. Mallory right now in second. Sam right now in third. Lynch fourth, and Waters in the 5th spot. Leslie back to 6th. As we come down to the cross flags in the air, 4 in, 4 to go for Mark Chitty.
Chitty here off the inside, trying to work it down the back straightaway, and Mallory giving chase, hanging right with them. Mallory points the 20 down to the inside once again.
Off of corner 4, another time by to complete lap number 5. Chitty is your leader, but right there in the back turf bar is that 20 machine of Mallory. Draws up a little bit closer, this time down the backstretch. He's got a good run going into corner number 3. But Chitty, your leader, Mallory second, a good distance back to Lynch, who has worked his way to third.
Lynch with a solid run going here in the 3rd spot, as Sam and Leslie have faded back a little bit. McIntosh and Sharp at the back of this one, but up front it has been all Mark Chitty. Seen him a few times back when we ran Sportsman. White flag out as Mallory takes one last shot at him.
One more trip around. Can the Wall of Famer get by Mark Chitty as they go through corners 1 and 2? Chitty with a good advantage coming off the second corner and down the backstretch the final time. Chitty, your leader, coming to the checkers.
Chitty here off of turn number 4, grabs a 4-car length win in the advantage over Mallory and Lynch. And that's how it'll wrap up qualifying heat race 2 for the Race of Champions Dirt Sportsman Tour.
Chris Waters will come home in 4th. Good run for him, driver that's had a good season down the Merrittville Speedway, a rookie driver. Adam Leslie in the 15, coming home in 5th in his first race back, as you said, Clint, since that foot injury. As we get ready for the 3rd and final qualifying heat, Tommy Googe has the starting lineup.
Starting on the pole of heat race number 3 from Wilson, New York, the New York Dirt Kart Series 4M is Greg Martin. Starting second from Port Colborne, the Williamson Welding number 12, Chad Chevalier. Starting third from Lockport, New York, the ASR number 1, Andrew Smith. Starting fourth from Thorold, the Stormproof Contracting number 174, that's Chris Storm. Starting fifth from St. Catharines, the Pete Cosgo Hollage 17C is Jordan Cosgo. Starting sixth from Greece, New York, the Fleet Pride 83, Ross Vleck. Starting seventh from Bloomfield, the Weiss Precision Machine number 97, Dan Ferguson. And starting eighth from Warsaw, New York, the Bliss Logging 27 Junior of Ray Bliss Jr.
8 more cars, 8 laps the distance. The final ROC Sportsman heat race. Martin on the front row. Get ready to come to the green flag. Kyle McKenzie has the flag in hand. He'll let it fly, and we are underway in the final qualifying heat. They'll drag race down. It's Martin and Chevalier.
Martin works the inside here, now slips up to the outside. That gives the bottom to Chevalier. He's got his share of feature wins here at Oshweekon, and he will work to the inside of turn number 3.
Yeah, he's a veteran in this group for sure. Chad Chevalier in car number 12 grabs the top spot from Martin going down into corner number 1. Meanwhile, the battle on for the third spot as Jordan Cosco will slip by and grab spot number 3.
Cosco to the inside here of Andrew Smith, and he will grab that third spot as they work it off at turn number 4. And Cosco with a good line off the bottom of 4, and then he'll come back after Brett Martin.
So Chevalier pulling away, but the battle is on. Jordan Cosco goes to the inside of Martin. They're wheel to wheel down into corner number 2, and Cosco really had to get out of it into corner number 3 rather, as they go down off of 4 this time by. Wheel to wheel the line. Martin has the spot.
Cosco noses in on the bottom of 1 again. And as they bring in here off of turn number 2, what a great race they've got going on. Cosco to the inside of Martin's 4. A Humberstone regular and a Ransomville regular duking it out here out of turn number 4.
Cross flags up in the air with 4 in, 4 to go for Chad Chevalier, who has driven car number 12 away from the rest of the pack. Martin holding down second, Cosco in third right now as they go down into corner number 3.
Off the bottom, Chevalier still with a major lead out front of Brett Martin. Then Andrew Smith trying to work back here on the inside. Coming back at the Cosco 17C out of turn number 2. And Smith with a big pass down the back straightaway.
Yeah, good run for Andrew Smith as he'll fly into the third spot. Now set his sights on the 4 machine of Greg Martin. 2 laps to go for Chad Chevalier. No one's seen him since the first lap.
Took off and drove it hard through 3 and 4. White flag is out. The field going to surrender here to the 12 of Chad Chevalier as he leads them around in that Williamson Welding number 12 car. Behind them, you got Brett Martin and Andrew Smith, both with solid runs. Cosco was up there, Greg, but he faded.
Yeah, had a good run. Going back to 4th now. Checkers out. Chad Chevalier picks up the final heat win. And then it's Greg Martin coming home in 2nd. Andrew Smith will be 3rd. Jordan Cosco 4th. Ross Vleck will come home 5th. Dan Ferguson will be 6th. 7th is Chris Storm. And then Ray Bliss Jr. will complete that 3rd and final race of champions Sportsman qualifying heat. Time for the Cool Kids Core Pack Sprint Cars with their qualifying
field. This time by will be the wave lap, I believe. Nope, we're going to go 4 wide. 4 wide for the Race of Champions Sportsman Modified. So get ready, get up on your feet, and wave these drivers on. Next time by, they'll be 4 wide for you.
Strickland GMC Pace Truck will lead them down the back stretch as the field takes formation, gets ready to take flight. In tonight's feature event, 30 laps the distance. Ladies and gentlemen, get on your feet, get ready to wave these drivers on. They are 4 wide and fancy for you, the fans. This is the Race of Champions Sportsman Series.
Well, guys, it's the one chance for the Dirt Sportsman type cars to get their shot done here tonight. Want to welcome the Race of Champions Dirt Sportsman Tour for their first ever event here at the Big O. Some experienced racers in this one, some with no experience here at Oshweekend. Setting up for a great one, guys, and the white flag is out.
Kyle McKenzie displays that white flag. Want to thank the fine folks of the Race of Champions series for bringing a great field of sportsmen here tonight. An organized group from start to finish. Want to thank them for joining us here tonight as part of the Northern Crate Nationals. Now it's time to bring them to life. Cody McPherson in car number 7 will lead them to the green flag. Kyle McKenzie's got the sticks in the air, ready to turn them loose. Let's light up the wick for the ROC Sportsman.
Well, they get underway off into one. Cody McPherson rolls to the inside with Costco just off his rear bumper. Then you've got Lynch running in the 3rd spot with Chitty challenging him on the outside.
And here comes Chitty to the outside of Lynch, going through 3 and 4 as they come off the 4th corner. Now Chitty gets a run to the outside of Jordan Costco into 1. Trouble up in 4 as Chris Storm will go around.
They'll collect the Matt Sharp 5S. Just as that happens, Andrew Smith takes the ASR number 1 into the pit area as well on lap number 1, so he will not get any complete. And the first one up on the counter here, it'll be led by Cody McPherson. Tough break for Chris Storm and Matt Sharp around there in turn number 4. I love teasing out, man. We had a great years. I mean, Adam and I built our career watching the sportsman guys go out of here at Oshweekend and do what we're doing here. Cut up and have fun. Enough of the serious stuff. Let's have a good time. Here we go. Back out of 4.
McPherson works it off of corner 4. Costco in tows. They go down into corner number 1. Chitty and Lynch go side by side. Now Chitty gets into the rear end of Costco and will stack him up in corner 2.
A whole bunch of them got a piece of that. Jay Mallory tore up the rear end in the number 20. Adam Leslie caught up in this one as well. And what a tough break for Jordan Costco in the 17 car. Mallory going to need a hook on the back.
Now Armstrong involved as well in the 12. You see 3 cars down there. Waters, Leslie, and Costco. We'll wait to see if there's any sort of ruling on Chitty. See how the officials saw that one. They'll roll the Chris Waters 119 back. He looks to be A-okay, but some pretty heavy contact for Jordan Costco in the 17C and the 15 of Adam Leslie. They will get those cars separated. Also on the back stretch, the 12 machine of Jeff Armstrong back there, as well as the mongrel Jay Mallory. See the left rear on that car all bent up, so he'll get the hook from Steve's Towing. As our own Clinton Jeffries busy down there trying to reef these 2 cars apart as Adam Leslie was kind of wedged underneath the Nerf bar of the 17C of Jordan Costco.
Well, down here, they both appear to be all right. Costco fires up the Pete Costco Haulage 17C. He's got the right side door all slammed in on it. The crash bar's pushed in. Adam Leslie's 15L appears to be all right as well. We'll get a look at him. And Jordan Costco able to pull away. Adam Leslie looks good all the way around. He's got a little bit of damage here on the nose wing, but other than that, Leslie should be good. Both of these cars are good to go. Problems for Jay Mallory is they've broken the rear end on that car. And now we've also got a hook coming here for the 12A of Jeff Armstrong, who's got problems here on the back straightaway as well in the 12A car.
So the mongrel Jay Mallory goes from having a good night winning that crate motor from Strickland's to going on the hook. And now Armstrong will be next after that in the 12A. See the left front is down, the right front pointing the wrong way. As Clinton's over on the scene there.
Cody McPherson started out racing here in a Thunderstock many years ago. Looking very good in his sportsman career as of late. Here we go, green is out. McPherson on the loud pedal, back to one he goes, but Chevalier, another guy with a handful of wins here at the Big O, works here off the bottom in the number 12 car.
Yeah, he'll use that inside line to get by Charlie Lynch down in 1 and 2, and now he'll set his sights on the leaders down in 3 and 4. The battle for third now, Justin Sharp tried the outside line. That didn't work. He'll try to get down the front stretch and into corner number 1.
Sharpie up on the outside, trying to avoid the divot on the inside of 1, and it'll work for him as he'll come around the outside of Charlie Lynch at the back. Bliss in the 27 junior, and the 53 of Fairway made contact.
McPherson across the stripe another time with Chevalier in second. Now it's Justin Sharp in third. Lynch back to fourth. Fifth, Mastriani sixth right now. I believe it's that 90, yes, it is the 97 of Dan Ferguson up there having a good run in that Sportsman.
Off of 4, it's McPherson again with Chevalier, Sharp, Lynch, and Mastriani holding down the top 5. Ferguson working to the outside there of turns 1 and 2, and then it's Rickow Jr. and Pacholski.
This time by 5 laps into the books, 25 to go for Cody McPherson. Chad Chevalier in second, Justin Sharp riding along in third, Lynch fourth, and the battle is for fifth. Young Joey Mastriani right now has the spot, but Dan Ferguson, the Bloomfield Bullet, all over the back end of him. Dan Ferguson, a regular at the Brighton Speedway in the Canadian Modifieds, has only a handful of starts in this car, and it came late last year.
Gorgeous looking machine too, as he brings it on the back bumper here of Joey Mastriani as he runs the Weiss Precision Machine 97 car up to the Timber Mart's rear bumper, and they make a bit of contact into 3 and 4.
McPherson tied right down to the infield blocks as he goes through the corner. Chevalier doing the exact same thing as is Sharp. Lynch all by himself in fourth, and then the pack all behind them from fifth on back. Joey Mastriani, Dan Ferguson, Tom Rickow, Pacholski there, all in a group.
Tight racing here, but up front it's all Cody McPherson, Chevalier, Sharp, and Lynch. The top 4 have pulled away. 174 of Storm. Slow down the front straightaway, and the yellow going to have to come out here as he is stuck right in the middle of the groove here in the 174. The Piston Pirate machine for Chris Storm.
So Storm caught up in that first caution flag, will now come to a stop to the entry of corner number 1. So a rough night tonight for the driver of the 174. Those on OshwekenSpeedway.net just got to see a real cool refire. And the flames shooting out at close-up range. Good work by Dave Styres up on the roof, running the cameras here tonight.
I want to take a moment to welcome Rich Fleck and all of his crew here tonight. They've got their camera crew here as part of the Go Nuclear tour and his Atomic Power Hour.
Green flag back in the air from Kyle McKenzie, and we're back on it. Cody McPherson jumps out to the advantage into 1.
Chevalier working to the outside here in the 12, trying to come around the top side of the St. Louis Bar and Grill. 7 of McPherson, and they draw even into 3.
That outside line, it's worked a couple of times. It worked in the Thunderstock feature. It works now here in the ROC Sportsman feature as Chevalier draws along and outside of McPherson, grabs the top spot and leads down the backstretch.
Back to the inside. It's the 12 of Chevalier here off of 4. Still leading the machine of McPherson, and then it is Sharp.
Chevalier, McPherson 1 and 2. Sharp is third, and he's got Lynch right behind him, and then it remains from fifth on back. They're all tight racing with Joey Mastriani in the 11th, 5th. 6th right now is Dan Ferguson in the 97 car. And a pack 2 by 2 in behind them.
Working here along the inside, everybody trying to find the best way down. Ross Fleck working to the inside here, Mark Chitty. Those two guys raced here back around the same time. Ross would have been a crew guy for Rob Pratt, and now they nearly get together here off of turn 4.
Yeah, tight racing there as Chitty's trying to make his way back up through the field after that contact earlier on in this feature event. He's working his way now. He's gotten to 7th. Now we'll work on the back end of Dan Ferguson off of corner 4. Meanwhile, at the front, Chad Chevalier stretching his advantage for Cody McPherson.
Big lead for the first two. Then you've got a long way back to the Sharp 8S. Lynch having a great run, as is Mastriani here inside the top 5. And McPherson praying for a bit of traffic to hold up that 12 of Chevalier, who works off a 4 to the halfway point.
Mark Chitty now to 6th as he got by Ferguson, so he'll set his sights on the top 5 as we're at the cross flag mark halfway through this one. And Mark Chitty right now is the man to watch in the 54 car as he knocks on the door of the top 5.
Working that outside lane out of 2 is that 54 machine of Mark Chitty. Right up to that outside groove up in the black. And everybody finding the slickness here a little bit tough to deal with, except for the 12 of Chevalier.
Chevalier now beginning to catch lap traffic at the back of the pack. Ray Bliss Jr. will be the first car right in front of him, and then Tom Rickow. As Cody McPherson will hope that some of this lap traffic slows the leader up. Justin Sharp, a good distance back in 3rd. Lynch right behind Sharp right now. Mastriani remains 5th, but Chitty is quickly closing in on him.
Chevalier already around the first lap car, the 27 Junior Bliss, I should say, as they make it down the backstretch. Chevalier up on the high side here, swinging it right through the middle off of 4. Putting these up and down as fast as he can. Solid run here for McPherson and Sharp, although they're not in challenging range just yet. As the leader comes off 4 next time, it'll be 10 to go.
Things are about to get interesting, though, for Chad Chevalier, the leader, as he begins to catch the bulk of the lap traffic. Tom Rickow will be the first car in his sights, and then a big gaggle of cars right in front of that. McPherson staying within striking distance, and with 10 to go, this one's long from over.
McPherson smooth down the back straightaway. And as they work through the middle of 3 and 4, now Chevalier on the back of Tom Rickow Jr. All of a sudden, he's going to have to change up the game plan. The other thing, Greg, is he doesn't know how close or how far McPherson is, so he's really got to be on the game.
Yeah, he can watch that scoreboard and kind of guess, but other than that, right now Chevalier doesn't really know how hard he needs to pedal. He'll get by Rickow, but now he's got 3 cars in a heavy fight right in front of him.
I kind of played the scoreboard game pretending I was Chad there, and it comes up pretty fast. I don't think you're resting too much when you see how quickly the 7 comes up after your number here. Oh, and Rickow Jr. gets around in turn 4 right in front of Cody McPherson. And the yellow will come out here with just 8 to go. Not sure if McPherson might have got a piece, but Rickow loves like a kid's meal, but I love it.
I was going to say, that's what my son gets.
I love it. Glenn laughs at me when we go there, and even Jason, when I went there and had a meeting with Jason Hill, he says, "Aren't you going to have a real meal?" I said, "Hey, everything here is awesome. I just like the sliders."
Just don't spill those sliders on your skirt, Clint.
Fair enough.
Coming back to the green flag, McPherson and Chevalier go at it side by side in the corner number 1. Can Chevalier make that outside line work again? McPherson strong on the bottom.
McPherson back on the inside. Chevalier got it from him around the top, but Cody just power slides down through the middle. Chevalier grabs the bite on the outside and seesaws back to the top. We've got a bunch still to go in this one, and they work through 1 and 2, 3 wide.
Chevalier led that lap, but by the smallest of margins. He's the leader over McPherson, who fights right back down to the bottom. Justin Sharp sitting back there in 3rd watching all of this, and now Mark Chitty has worked his way into 4th.
The outside is the fast way off of 4. The bottom is the fast way off of 2. At least that's how it appears. And in the mid-pack, there's still 3 wide around as Chevalier around. Coming for 5 to go this time for the 12 of Chad Chevalier.
Kyle McKenzie throws up the big high 5. Chad Chevalier, your leader with 5 laps to go. Cody McPherson sitting there in 2nd. Justin Sharp 3rd. Mark Chitty in 4th. And Charlie Lynch hanging there with the top 5.
McPherson still pushing it hard to the inside here. Off the bottom in that number 7 car. Chasing back here at the 12 of Chevalier. Can he do it? Chevalier's going to have to miss step 4. McPherson to have a run.
Chevalier works it through corner 3. Right now doesn't look like lap traffic will play a factor as the laps dwindle down. The fight now is on for third. Chitty to the outside of Justin Sharp, coming off the fourth corner. He'll draw up alongside of him, going down into corner number 1.
2 laps to go for Chad Chevalier here. McPherson doing all he can, digging on the bottom. And now Chitty around Sharp like he's chained to the inside wall, and he will broadslide the 54 up into the podium.
Put Chitty into the third spot. Sharp not going away in the bottom, but Chitty's got a good run off of corner number 2. He'll clear the 8S of Sharp and settle into third spot. White flag goes in the air for Chad Chevalier.
Last time into turn 1 for Heavy Chevy out of Port Colborne. Chevalier leads him down the back straightaway. Got a couple of feature wins already this year. Down in Niagara, he brings it here off of turn 3 and 4. Chad Chevalier going to win the ROC Sportsman Dirt Tour event. McPherson will come across in second. Third will be Mark Chitty, Sharp, and Charlie Lynch.
Heavy Chevy, Chad Chevalier will bring it down to Mobile One Victory Lane. No stranger to Ohsweken Speedway. Of course, Sportsman Modifieds used to be the top division here at Ohsweken Speedway. Every Friday night, Lone Wolf Fireworks will light up the sky for Chad Chevalier. Again, we want to thank the ROC Race of Champions Series for joining us here tonight. Fantastic job, great car count. They put on a good show for you, the fans, here tonight. Lone Wolf Fireworks lighting up the sky as Chad Chevalier gets the helmet off. Climbs out of the car. He's got the Mobile One checkered flag. Let's hear it for tonight's winner, Chad Chevalier. Get some congratulations down here in Victory Lane, and we'll grab a word with Chad Chevalier in the Williamson Welding 12. Chad, welcome home to Ohsweken Speedway. You're very familiar to this track, and a good battle. Wasn't sure if that outside line would work, but you made it work here tonight.
Yeah, I figured have to try something to get around the 7. He's a hell of a wheel man, but I found the line early and on the top there and just kept working it.
Who would you like to thank for the win here tonight?
I'd like to thank Ohsweken. I love this place. Wish we were here every week, but I got to thank all my sponsors, my family, my crew. We spent countless hours the last couple days putting this thing back together. Williamson Welding, you know, couldn't do it without all the sponsors and Bill's Toyota and my neighbor Bill too.
All right, let's hear it for Chad Chevalier, tonight's winner of the ROC Tour for the Sportsman Division. Bring in Cody McPherson here tonight. Cody, man, he just got you on the outside, but that was a good fight. I wasn't sure if he could get it done, but it seemed like maybe just a little bit better line.
Yeah, he could just keep the momentum up, and I couldn't. I had to slow down for that hole in 1 and 2, and he was going around it and just keeping the momentum up. And I tried everything on that last restart just to try to stay with him, and I stayed with him for a lap, but just not enough.
Former Thunderstock champion, has to be sweet to come back to Ohsweken Speedway.
Yeah, you know, I love this place. I wish they brought us back more. So whoever's listening that does the schedule, once isn't enough. Even if you want to bring us back weekly, I'm sure we'll get a full field. So, yeah, I love this place. It's probably one of the best dirt tracks around.
All right, let's hear it. Cody McPherson, second place here tonight. Mark Chitty, a hard-fought third place, but you were probably the most entertaining driver to watch coming through the field. Little redemption, you got at least to the top 3.
Yeah, it definitely feels good to get up to third. You know, I wish that wouldn't have happened on the first lap. You know, Jordan hit that hole down there, and I was already back to the gas, and, you know, there was nothing I could do. And I hate it for him and anybody else that was caught up in that. You know, it's certainly not the way I want to start a race out. But, you know, I knew my car was good, I really was hoped that I was going to be fighting for the lead and not having to come all the way from the back, but I'm sure it was entertaining for everybody to watch, and I'm definitely tired after this one.
Who would you like to thank?
Definitely got to thank my wife, Bridget, my kids. They're here today in the pits. My parents, Boston Deli, Bud and Debbie, Tom, everybody that helps us, and we're just part-time racers, so it's good to have a finish like this. So thanks.
All right, there you have it. Mark Chitty comes home third place tonight with the ROC Sportsman Tour. We'll get the top 3 in there for their photo. And now, as you can see, the Go Nuclear Late Model Series all lined up, ready to go, and that means it's time for Mr. Adam Buchanan.
Thank you very much, Greg. I want to thank everyone here at Oshwegan for allowing us to be a part of the program here tonight. The Go Nuclear Late Model Series is brought 24 cars strong. We want to thank, once again, Humber Nurseries for sponsoring the Go Nuclear portion of tonight's racing action. Here's how they'll line them up for the 25-lap Go Nuclear feature event. He is turning 30 today, and what a better way than to start on the pole for tonight's racing action. And the lots of lines, traffic lines, and markings. SWE Auto Glass, Rocket Chassis out of Trenton, Ontario. It's the bite-sized bandit, Kyle Sopaz. To his outside, the Troop Creek Heating, Atkins Appraisal, CSR, Masterbuilt Chassis out of Whitesville, New York, the 11W of John Waters. Row number 2, third starting spot. He's been fast all night. The Simons Agencies, Hottenstein Bus Service, Fleming Trucking, Rocket Chassis out of Auburn at Showtime. Chris Fleming in the 10. His dance partner on the outside of row number 2, the Schwartz Construction, State Farm, Warrior Chassis, and the 71L Dennis Lunger Jr. Row number 3, fifth starter here tonight in the Bellevue Fabricated, Deer Haven, Victory Motorcycles, K&D Transmission.